Damn. Hello, hello. It's Tuesday, I think. Right? Yeah. It's Tuesday. Oh, I haven't checked that. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I don't know if the Mac is connected. It was. I'm done. Oh, that's fine. That is fine. Oh. Weirdly tired. Weirdly tired today. It's interesting. Questions stay the same. How are you? How was your day? How is everything going? All of that. As always, it's Tuesday. Tuesday is a bit of a chill day, I'd say, for most of us. And bots are not responding, so I don't expect them to behave properly. Damn. Can go straight here. That's way faster. And welcome on in. this was the assignment for last week, and we only have one entry in the Discord, just one, which was entered at the time of the stream. Maya did it at the same time, and I think you did a great job. I will, because I think you're not here now, I will still repeat myself later. The only mistake that I can see is the fact that your blurred is not as blurred. You have more of a sharper delimitation. I think it's just a need for blurring the mask. But overall good. I mean, I'm saying good, great. It is great. You missed a bit of a highlight on the right side. Tiny bit of highlight. But it looks good. It does look good. It's simple. I'm waiting for Hugo to share his version of. I think Hugo, you were. Yeah, you're missing this one, which we did, and then this one, and this one. You are missing 3, and usually you are doing 4 at a time. So maybe that's what will happen. Share everything in 3. Maybe. That's not supposed to happen. That's weird. I don't understand how my computer is just messing with sound at all times. It's just annoying. So tell me if the sound is good or not good, or I don't know. Not good, or it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, I don't know. But nonetheless, we have our assignment for today, which is this. I have the link set up. This will be simple-ish in the sense of they are very simple shapes, and so you shouldn't be Fuyus, hi. Welcome on in. How are you? How was your day? How did you find the stream? So yeah, this is a very simple-ish overall thing. I'm pretty good. I've eaten too much as always, and yeah. I could be sleeping now. That's the reality of things. I could be sleeping. So the assignment that you have now on the link is this one, because I think you're new, or at least I've never seen your name in here. The Assignment Tuesday is a series where we are finding something that we think is interesting on Dribble, Twitter, everything. And this was what we found, and this is a recreation of the same thing inside of Figma, because I'm using Figma, but if you're a designer and you are using something different, then you can do it differently. And so we have a lot of different things that we have recreated, and so it's pretty good. No, I didn't have fish and chips for dinner. And Lokesh, hi. Welcome on in. How are you today? I don't know which one was the best. Yeah. I ate ramen, but it was a bit too salty for me. What is real bad, Lokesh? Tomorrow exams? It will be fine. It will be fine. Let me see. Maybe I can show you the picture of the ramen that I found. I just need to... I don't understand. My mom is calling me every fucking time when I'm starting the stream. Every fucking time. Which is just annoying. So, I will later. So this was the ramen thingy, which is pretty interesting the way that it's presented. So you have the ingredients on top, and then the broth underneath, and then you just have to mix everything together. But the broth was a bit too salty. I could have added a bit of water at the end, but I didn't. So yeah, it was pretty good. Just too salty and a bit too much, I think. So that was the food. That was the food. Fuse Biden, where are you located? If you don't mind sharing, but with your name, I'm I think oriented. Yeah. You're from Norway. Interesting. Brutal. Hi. Khalil, hi.
TG_Khalil raided my stream with 5 viewers.
Welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are you? How was your stream? It's been a long time. How are you, Khalil? Because I feel like you have been out of stream for a bit of time. So I want to know, how are you? I am showing off the swooshing, indeed. Indeed. But for anyone who doesn't know me, Raiders, welcome on in. I'm AOA. I'm the designer you come to when you need help in design stuff. So I have most of the answers that you are looking for. So if you have any design question, feel free to ask them in chat. We'll be delighted to help you. But yeah, Khalil, how are you? Did my thing work? It did. That is great. That is great. Neat. Neat. But yeah, just chatting. Hey, just chatting? Yeah, thank you. Good. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Leaves, yes, it's new. It's automated. That's the thing that we did that I did this weekend. It's like one of my favorite thing that I created so far, I think. It's just, now if I go back to the scene, it's fucked up, but it's like automated in a way that this user thingy at the bottom change depending on the person who raid, and just give a more direct thing so we don't have all the fluff. I think it's fun. I don't know. I still have want to change some things in here. We'll see how this works. But yeah. So Furious, you said you were from Norway. That's pretty good. I love Norway. And Furious, I am not neither of Australian or New Zealand. I am French. We are kind of neighbors, not so far away. Not so far away. Oh, and the shout out user when I go to the scene. Oh, that's not the greatest thing. Okay. Interesting. Not New Zealand, Norway. Brutal, Norway. Sixth reason to love Norway. Well, the snow. The people are great. Most of them. I don't know all of them, but yeah, most of them are great. The lakes are pretty good. The fact that you have both the sea, the lakes, and the mountains, it is pretty nice. Some of my friends live there, so that's a plus. And yeah. Did I stop moving for a second? Shannon, welcome on in. Mohammed, hi. And Fury, thank you. I worked on my English for the longest time. And Maya as well. Hi, welcome on in. I hope you are all well. I don't know. But yeah, swooshing show off. I agree. Cake Picture, no, we did. We did. Not Cake, you arrived just after. This was my today's food. which is ramen, and it was pretty good. Just a bit too salty, and now I'm like not feeling as well as expected, but it was great. It's just, I know that next time I need to order another one. I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm sorry. I'm not here showcasing things. So I discovered another thing as well. I can show you that, which is, I don't think it's a meme, and I don't think it's a marketing stunt. But I sent it to my girlfriend, and she said it looks interesting. So maybe if I propose someday, I might be the best French person in proposing a baguette, and that would be very, very French of me. I don't know, but that's fun. I think it's an interesting thing. she said it looks cute. But yeah, I don't know where it's based. I think it's like US or UK or Canada. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But Kane, hi. Sorry, it's so much delay in my response.
TG_Khalil just resubscribed for 8 months.
I need a scene similarly to the raid scene. I need a scene for that. But thank you, Khalil, for the 8 fucking months. That is amazing. And for 3 months, I mean, 3 months in advance. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have things to say to you today. Aha! I've been lurking in your stream earlier today a teeny tiny bit. And I've seen your updated overlays as well. So, yeah. It's interesting. The first thing I thought when I see your new overlays, I mean, new for me, is doing things from before. It's very interesting thing. The way that you are progressing your overlay in your design, like your personal design brand, was like the first one was, all right, I need to do something, and I did something, which was a good start. And then you did an upgrade, which was a better upgrade, but still dated-ish version. And now you are still in the dated-ish version, but it's the progression that you have is very accurate to the progression of design for the past 12 years almost. But you are doing everything in 6 months, which is, I think it's pretty interesting. So right now you are in the embossed, glossy-ish era of design, which is something that we used to do around 2012, I'd say. 2012, 2000, like in between 2006 and 2012. So your progression is interesting. You just have one thing that I've seen. I didn't stay long enough to see all the scenes that you have, but the camera on the top corner is a great addition. I like that. And then the thing that is a bit weird to me is the fact that Siddharth, hi, welcome on in. What do you mean? Remove the line animation? They are here. They are moving. Maybe you can't see them in location. I'm sorry. But or are you talking about the line animation background to Khalil? You know, the usual thing. Yeah, so the thing that I saw was you have elements that have Khalil. Going back to the discussion, you have elements that have more rounded corner in one side or in one corner than the other. So that's interesting, but you don't seem to have like how can I say that? You don't seem to have a method to be like applying to everything. For example, the bottom camera on the top, this side. I mean, the top thing, thank you. The top thing you have the highest corner around here. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm from memory. Is way harder and brutal. If you're still here, I'm showcasing my memory again. An amusement park. Thank you for the posture check. And welcome on in. Thank you for the follow earlier. So yeah, so you have one corner around here that is way rounder, and then the other two in the opposite are smaller, and it seems like the opposite, so the one that is like at the bottom is very small, if not existent. So that's an interesting thing. And then on the top bar that is on this side, around here you have like a bigger rounded corner, and then it's smaller down there, but on the other side it's even smaller, which is a bit weird. So aligning things or having like a method of, let me go back to what I have in mind right here. So you could easily do something like this. And so that way you have like a method of, this is big, and then this is smaller, and then this is smaller, and then this is smaller. And so you have like I don't know, it's interesting. Or you could do a very aligned thing where you have, I don't know, let's say 140 here on the big one. 140 here, 240 here, 140 here, and then either 140 again, but just to have like a cohesion of something. Yes, the Fibonacci not session thingy can work, but yeah, let me just not show you that was cakes. I did a bit of an not a review, but kind of a review of your. That's 4 days ago. You don't have VODs available, and that's me. Sad about that. Or are you using the same file? I need to clean that up. Sorry. So I think I still have access to your file. If you are still using the same file, I can just jump into your Figma file, if that's okay with you. I seen it like. So CDOTs, this is the assignment. Sorry I didn't answer your message earlier. Today is Assignment Tuesday, where we redo something from a website. Maya, you didn't miss it. I will say it again. Don't worry. Of course, when I'm looking for the thing, I can't find the thing that I'm looking for. That's usually how things happen around here. So let me check. I don't remember if you sent it to me directly. You might have. You didn't. I don't have access to your thing. That's fine. I mean, we could do the Wordle thing. It's just we haven't done the Wordle thing in a long time now. I can't see your VOD. Okay, well, that's the thing. That's really interesting. Oh, 4 hours ago. Yes. I have it. I have it. You have a lot of muted thing. It's fine. It's fine. I see it. I see it now. The only thing that I don't like is I can't see or hide stuff. So I kind of need to pose it, but I don't want to do that. Very simple here. I mean, I should basically do screenshots, otherwise I will have issues. Let me do that. Let me see. Different scene. Sorry for the kind of delay. It's just, I will try to not take a picture of your face where you're doing a weird face, even though that's the most difficult thing to do. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see. This one is kind of the same. Damn, well, internet is just it's just trash right now. Nonetheless, I have everything I need. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. So what I wanted to say about this, your blocks, as I said, are bumpy-ish, like a bit 3D feeling, and so this one have the same radius right here, and then here you have two smalls. That kind of makes sense. Here you have a big one, a smaller one that is almost the same as this one, and then you have tiny and tiny, which feels weird for some reason. And then here you have a big one, and then you have tiny, 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 and the tinies are bigger than your tinies here, which that's the first thing about the radius. Like you can see, it's the same thing here. Like you have two, like it's a bit unifying the thing might be interesting. Specifically, what I feel is weird is the tiniest one, because like this and this should be or would be better to have consistency and be similar in terms of radius. So I would, instead of having both, like at least, I don't know. So that's the first thing. Secondly, my Figma is just crashing. Is that white? Can I? It's almost white. All right. So for this one, your light source is here, and for this one, your light source is here, and kinda the third one here, you have a light source that is almost here, but it's highlighting like this element, which is weird. So it doesn't work exactly as expected in terms of how your beam of light is impacting your elements. And I know that's a lot of things that don't make a lot of sense, but if you have, like right now, your beam of light is kinda like this, basically. So this is the radii array of thing that is impacted by your light source, but it doesn't behave exactly as expected, because like if this element is able to go to the end here, that means we need to have the same angle on the other side, meaning that it should, and should is a bigger word, but it should be like this, kinda. So you should cut way like shorter here and go a bit further here. That's a bit weird. So it seems like you have multiple angle of lights, and specifically because this is highlighted in a going with, how can I explain that properly? It's called a fall off. So it's like the light is going a bit further than when it should go, but that's because of how physics is working. It feels weird, so I don't really know how I would do it, but the thing that I know is we usually, and that depends on you, but we usually do a 45 degrees from outside of the screen instead of middle out. So let's get rid of these two balls. Usually the light source on UI design is placed 45 degrees outside of the screen, and so the highlight is just the same on everything. Right now you have like a lined top, kinda, and you could go for 45 degrees on the other side, meaning that this corner right here would be highlighted instead of this, but that's a bit annoying. But yeah, it's fun to see how you're playing with lights, and like you have the light and shadows on this side, which is pretty good. Like you have highlight here, but then here you have a highlight on the opposite side, where it seems again that your light is in the middle here, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah. So you have this, and then you have nothing on your camera, but you still have a shadow, which makes it flat but elevated. And when you have everything else, which is not flat, it feels a bit weird. Specifically because this one has a shadow, and I think the other one you didn't add. Yes, you have a shadow. You have shadows, which is interesting as well. So yeah, tiny details, but as I said earlier, this is upgrades from, and this file need to be closed. These are upgrades in your design process and the thing that you're learning, and I think are very interesting in the chronological history of design, and what you are doing on your own is like following the same trend, which I think is very, very interesting. I don't think it should be filling the width of the screen. I think it's interesting to have something that is not like the entirety, even though that's what I have mainly, but I don't know. It's, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about stuff. Aiden, if you want to, Google Doc is different. It's not the one that is fun. Yeah, they will be fun. I don't know if I would have, like you can see you have different, like 4 different elements. I can see a lot of things, Khalil, that you are picking up from all of our streams that is very interesting as well. I feel like this is from my stream. This feels heavily inspired by this. Not to say it's kind of the same. And this thing at the top feels inspired by Sekei, bottom thingy. I forgot how it's fucking called. Dock. Which is good. Very, very interesting how I can see like the influence and inspiration. And what I would say is your camera is, we'll do the same thing again. Your camera is this, basically. So you have a mask that is applied on top of your camera. And so if you want to add the same effect, just duplicate your mask, apply the effect that you want to have. So basically for you, you have an inner shadow that is like this, and it's white, probably 40, maybe more, because for now you are still doing this. So maybe it's like a -2.2 type of thing, and then you duplicate it to have the opposite side, which is just, damn it, which is just 2 -2, and probably dark-ish, like so. And then if you want to have this on top of your camera, you just need to get rid of the fill. And so what I usually do is I put that in white at like 1% or 0.01%, so almost nothing. And that way you can export this and then just apply it in OBS as not an overlay, but like an overlay of your camera mask. And so you will have the same effect that will give you the bumpy-ish effect on top of this. If you want to. If you don't want to, that's the same thing. But yeah, it's interesting how you placed stuff. You said because I have a cam background and not static, or it's difficult to know what ratio to use for it to be visible. You're talking about the light amount? Which makes sense. I'd say it would be better for you to not think about, I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's true. But that's something that you need to define on your side is, do you think your light source is coming from your cameras, or do you think your light source is coming from your overall UI overlay that you're using? Because if you say it's coming from the camera, you need a lot more work in the light to have something interesting. Like my brain just said, you know what, it could be interesting to have something made, but that's difficult, even for me. It's the same as usual. Let me send it to you. I'm sending it to you on Discord. I know you are not the most active on Discord, but yeah. We have a Figma file with everyone in it, but not a lot of people are using it, which is fine. But yeah, my idea right now, the way my brain went was, what would be interesting, if possible, would be having the highlight of your overlays reacting to the light in your room. And so in order to do that, you would need to know how the light is working. Shannon, that would be interesting. It makes sense, but it's difficult to manage and have working at the same time. So I was about to say, do you know the thing on macOS? But no, you don't know. So yeah, I know. I think it's the same on Windows now, on Windows 11. But you have an option on macOS, which is the one that I have in mind because it's the one I know, where your entire screen is in dark mode in the morning and then turned into light mode during the day, daylight. And then when light comes outside for real, your entire Mac goes to dark mode again. I think PC can do the same thing based on light. So you could, based on the time of day, Nino, hi. Based on the time of the day, have something organized, as in the placement of your light in your overlay changes, and that could be an interesting thing. The way to do this would be, oh damn, I have a lot of IDs, but they are difficult. They require devs, which I can't do, but I know it's possible, easily achievable in dev, where you would have your overlay in something like Stream Element, and you just change the angle of the inner shadow based on the time of day, and you can change the color based on the time of day. And if you were like, if you want to go one step further with the dev thing, would be to pick up your location, weather forecast, sky color, and apply this to your overlay. And that's pretty easy to do when you know how to do the thing that I'm talking about, but I know that I can't do it for sure. But yeah, it's not that impossible. It's just annoying and a lot of setup. But overall, it's a pretty simple-ish thing to do. The minimum thing of having an overlay that is just a browser source, similar to what we have on CKStream. Which is, I don't even know if he has VODs, and that's my face. Will I start at the end, or will I?
Costs to begin with 2
Damn. So this thing right here, this purplish background, is a browser source. Nix, hi, welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are you? How was your day? So yeah, this overlay background thingy is a browser source, and then it just have the thing used in everywhere, and so you could create an overlay-ish in Stream Element or in a browser source and just have this work. And so this is an endless generative wave thingy. I don't even know if it's going back to the same place twice, but at least this is an option that you could have. So what you can see is when we are here, it's the same overlay in the background, and you just have everything on top of it. So it's interesting. I don't know if that's an option. I know it's annoying. I know it's a lot of work in terms of designing things, but it's a possibility. And Aiden, yes, StreamerBot, you can easily make it crash if you do too much things in it, which is interesting. Also, Nix, I can see you are a fellow 7TV person. Welcome on in. Do you have an animated profile picture as well? Nope. You did not. You did not. You said yes, I do, but for which side? The 7TV thing? That's weird. Maybe you haven't checked the box that auto connect to Twitch. But if that keeps happening, you could try to uninstall, reinstall, but that's annoying. Welcome, Scott. Here you go. Welcome on in. I was waiting for you because, well, I am looking respectfully. Nothing. You have done nothing. That's the issue. That's the issue. And also, you said, I'm curious to know how the bubble one, first option, can be done only in Figma. And I don't know, what do you mean by first option? Because there is no real first option. Bubble-ish. Or maybe you were talking about something different, like another thing that he posted on his Twitter. I don't know. Bad Hugo, bad. Yes, exactly. But yeah, it's yeah. Well, take your time. But now that we are here, Nix, I agree. I agree with you right here. Oh yeah, it's animated. The background is animated. I think I arrived when the most part of the background was blue, and so my brain just didn't register the moving thing. Weird. But I can see the animation now. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, the bubble one. Oh yeah, I remember that. The bubble was from Lorem, I think. But yeah. I think. I can't show you that. I think Lorem or Damien. One of them. probably Damien then. Yeah, probably Damien. 1 second. That looks similar. Yeah, I think it's Damien. Is it Damien or Damien? What? I forgot. Nicks have a good time writing docs. Oh, so you go. Yes, it was. It was Blender or Cinema 4D. I don't really remember. Like this. But where is it? And the computer is just not happy with the amount of picture in here. But yeah, this was the base. So to be recreated in Figma, it's pretty simple. Beware of lag. I won't click play. Yeah, the left side is pretty simple. Let's be clear. The left side is a pretty simple one to recreate in Figma. It's just annoying in terms of the amount of layers that you will need to create. That's the only thing. And I don't know if I have... I don't know if he posted this here. So what's annoying is you just need to understand how to create this shape and where to stop it. But overall, this is a pretty simple-ish thing to recreate. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it for a second, it's even simpler than what I had in mind. So, yeah. The thing that is annoying is that because nothing is perfectly round, that's where things will just fuck up. But other than that, like it's easier than I expected. We might do it at some point, but today's assignment is different. I will keep it liked in my drawers somewhere. But Maria, what you did is great, I have to say. You did a great job. You, however, missed two tiny things, very tiny, which are the transition in your blur are just too sharp, and so you have one here and one here that is very sharp. The thing that you did were, I believe you didn't blur the mask or blur the frame afterward, giving you the nice-ish transition. So that's just the changes, and then so maybe not enough. And then you forgot the highlight on this side. But other than that, I mean, highlight here as well, but I think that's just because you use the same thing. Other than that, great job. There is a bit of too much blur on this side. It should have gone a bit more out. But overall, very, very good job on recreating the thing. And yeah, it looks amazing. Good job on that one. Good job on that one. Yeah. Yeah, the highlight is a bit annoying. To be frank, on my side, I don't really have it. I just have the fade of the purple that just goes down. But yeah, what do you mean tonight party? Like, this transition is just annoying overall. So yeah. Oh yeah. So what I'm seeing happening now is that the Figma file is starting to be heavy, and so we might need to duplicate it and start over from 17. I think I will do that now, because otherwise it's just, I'd say it's annoying because it will be harder to go back and showcase the thing that we did before, but on the other end, we will have an easier time loading screens and playing with them. No! Sorry, clicked on the wrong thing. I wish we could use the delete key instead of all of that. Alright, this is today's assignment. Or I have another one. Or the one that I liked. Where the fuck is it? Oh, my computer is just annoying. It's just annoying. That's a pair of cheeks. I won't show you that. Well, I could. Where the fuck is it? Why can't every time I want to find something, I can't find it? It's just annoying. Why? Oh, because I'm not on the right website. That's true. So you go, yes, the one that you shared with me 3 weeks ago? And annoying? No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. That's the other one that I'm looking at heavily because it's pretty cool. The only thing that I don't like about it is because it's on Instagram, I don't have a very high definition of this thing. I don't think they have it somewhere. They might have it on Behance. I haven't checked in one of these. I don't know. I would love to have like a higher definition than the Instagram version, because that would be a bit better, overall better. And maybe it's already an NFT thing. Yeah, so there is only the 6 first. We all do the same thing in Blender. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the NFT thing. Ontinavi. Welcome on in. When rug pull? Good question. I don't know. Depends on the project. Never, Lambo. Never. It's too expensive. And it's useless. Like, not really good to have a Lambo. So, the usual thingy. So that's the option. We have option 1, the book. Always hacking the internet. Or option 2, the thing. You love me? That's interesting. Demo scene? What do you mean demo scene? Oh, yeah. It's just OF, not OnlyFans in its entirety, Aiden. I mean, it should. Damn. Of course, when I say that, Stream Elements is just, you know what? Damn. Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's an option. I mean, I don't know any NFT collection that have this specific thing. So we might, we could create that. We could create that. Not me, but it could be. It could be a thing. Ah, Aiden, you got it. It's perfect for you. If it's perfect that you got it, I have to say that. So let me just do this on top. That will be next week, I'd say. You won't click? Why? It's my OnlyFans. If you want to go to my OnlyFans, it's just there. It's just there. So let's do the book today, and then do the bubble next week. Yeah, but you can't have direct link to OnlyFans on Twitch, because Twitch bans OnlyFans because they don't support. So you need to have an indirect thing, kinda. So from Behance is here. Let's save that. Let's paste the thing. My computer is just dying right now. I have to tell you. We good. Clear Code is a pretty interesting overall project. Most of the other letters and things that are available in this specific project are interesting, and I debated if we should just do the A, because A stream could be interesting. And then I looked at the other thing and I was like, you know what? They all look amazing, but the complexity of everything is hard, and I'd say the book might be the easiest to reproduce in this entire thing. So this would be our base. It's a simple thing. Not that this contrast. No, that's too. No, I don't like. The reason why I kept this one is because this is very easy-ish. You have a Chrome extension that I don't like. So as always, let's do a frame. Let's frame that one as well. Let's work a teeny tiny bit with the exposure and contrast, so we can have like the lines, saturation, temperature. We don't like that. The highlights need to be higher and the shadows can go a bit darker. The exposure can always create interesting or reveal interesting things. So, what you need to understand on this one is we have one element, just one layer that have an effect on it, which is the first cover thingy, which has a background blur, meaning we need to create the content behind it in order for us to have the effect, which is fucking annoying, I have to say that. So what needs to happen is we need to create the entire book and then apply this on top of everything with the background blur in order to have the same effect. Then the deconstruction of it is we have backgrounds and flipped or reversed pages. So, 1 second. Let me explain before I do some pull-ups. By the way, I hurt my arm yesterday with the amount that we did. We have one top here, 2, 3, 4. I knew that. 5 reversed, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top or cover. And then we have the spring, which will be one of the most annoying things to follow and create, but we'll see what we can do. And yeah. I didn't do like only 9, I did 10, basically. 10, that was the amount.
It's muscle time!
So, you have burned your 2 by 2, so like the next 3 will be in 30 minutes, and then we're good, which is pretty good for me. Thank you. Dying. So, I'm still dead. And then I forgot about that. We have the holes to have, which is a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying, but it's fine. It is fine. So, what is underneath should be made before in order to have everything working. So, we'll do something simple, which is this. We'll create a rectangle because it's basically a rectangle. My mic is just crazy. Can I kill some stuff, please? Like Slack. No, I need that. I need to change my computer. That's just... yeah, I need to change computer. So that's the base, I'd say. So Shift X to reverse everything. And then now we will do that on top of it. So this is like so, I'd say. Damn. My name is AOA, or just A. Yeah. Why do you want to know my real name? I wish I could. I wish I could, but I can't. So from here, I could add a point around, I'd say here. Seems like a good-ish idea. And then straightish lines to here. You mean my real name is David? Could be. Could be. Yeah, but what would you do with a.com? That's not a very useful name. I mean, it is for me specifically, but Like I'm a very specific target. So I don't know. I would say more people would have access to that. So it seems like the pink one is smaller. I just can't move around with that annoying thing. Maybe it's because of you. That better? That's a bit better. Interesting. Made a mistake right there. Let's just rename that, just in case. Just in case. And so here, that's one of the things that I like about paper is you don't need to be accurate in a lot of places. So for example, like I know it need to start around here and then it just has like a curve. And then we need to follow the curve that is here. But after that, we can do whatever the fuck we want. So from here, let's take that. Go straight down to this corner here. It should have a teeny tiny amount of curve, but not a lot. And then when we need to go back up, we don't need a lot. We just need to go straight up, making sure that it doesn't cross with the other one. And we're kind of good. We are kind of good. We just need this. Alignment thingy. Yeah, so that's pretty simple. And then on top of this one, we need this one. Which is kind of straight on one side. Yeah, it is. Yeah, on one side, right? Like, kind of straight on one side seems like a reasonable amount of straightness, right? I don't know why it's so slow. I'm tempted to quit. We'll do that. I agree. What is pumping everything on my computer? That's the real question. I have 10 gig available now. KTJ, hi. Welcome on in. How are you today? How was your day? All the questions. I'm not centered to the camera again. I'm sorry. Let's hope that this is better. Maybe it's just this file. Maybe it's just Figma. Overall, not great. Maybe it's something else, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I didn't see this one coming. Interesting. So we already have a reverse, so we don't really need a lot of work on this one, which is appreciated. We need a lot of work on the opposite. I don't really know about that, Nix. I'm not sure. I mean, to be frank, I'm kinda sure Illustrator on my machine would struggle as much, if not more, than Figma. Just because this machine is trash. And but that's a me problem rather than an Illustrator problem. That's a fucking tight thing. I'm not saying that often. Tight angles. That's kinda straight as well. Like, kinda. Yeah, I mean, the Mac that I'm using here is just, it's a 2016 MacBook Pro that has been heavily used for a lot of stuff, and yeah, it's just trash. That's what it is. It's trash. This one is pretty simple, right? Just a triangle of white, pretty easy to achieve. My PC on the other end is much better. It would be a better idea for me to just use the fucking PC instead of using the Mac for everything, but I'm lazy, and I know the Mac better. As in, I know I can fix things on the Mac without having to think about it. So that annoying bitch. Sorry. This page was annoying. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good look. Have a good look. And so this one will be annoying, but it's the same shit as the other one. So we could, I'm saying could, use a rectangle instead, because, well, it's an option. Ah, so the only thing that you need is a constant and clean internet connection, right? That's the only thing that you really need. Otherwise, you are kind of dead. right? I was tempted by this at some point, but for streaming, I think I need a local machine nonetheless. So here, I just need to do that. Lining everything. Like this. I need more, I need that, yes. Yeah. But when you are out, like when you are not at your house, you kind of need the thing to be running clean. How the fuck will we do that? So, that's a good question. Do I make it easy? I don't think it's a good idea to make it easy, but I'm tempted. I am tempted. Damn, that wasn't the key to press. Yeah. What laptop do you go for? That's the base. Can I do that? Damn, they are not friendly. Interesting. So you still go for MacBook Pro even though they are not the best thing you can have? Or do you believe they are the best thing you can have for the thing that you're doing? Which I don't know exactly what you're doing, by the way. I don't know. I don't know you. I know you from Sekei stream yesterday, I think. Not yesterday, on Sunday. And that's all. So what I'm doing right now is just creating the curl very simply. Ish. And trying to keep the perspective of the thing and everything working fine, and then it will just fuck up around here because I don't have reference after that. That's true. That is true. The only thing that I don't like about the MacBook Pro, even though I would only buy Apple stuff because I've been living with them for the longest time. This is tricky. This is blind placement, which I hate. But it works. And we have the curls. But yeah, I would go for MacBooks any day just because I'm used to it now, and it's just I'm surprised by the fact that it's working. Damn. It's always working and there is no issue with that. This curl is annoying. But we have this set up, that's the start. And so this is done, and we need this last page, which will be annoying to render, but that's good. But yeah, Nix, what are you? What are you? Are you a dev? Are you a designer? Are you nothing of the sort? You might be. Interesting. That's, I mean, that sounds interesting. I don't know if I would say if you are doing it, you probably enjoy it. As always, I never know. So yeah, that sounds like an interesting thing to me. Might not be. I might be wrong. Alright, I think we have... I was about to say, I think we have most of the thing. Most of the shapes. Meaning that after this, we kind of need one shape here, but I will do that later. I will do bathroom break. And then we color it and apply the styles. So BRB, 2 minutes. Alright. Alright, let's color that. Let's color all of these. And I need to adjust that before. Sorry, I lied. Let's not color that now. Let's just make sure that we have what we need first. So, to create this weird thingy, what I will do is add points here and here, and then just have the radius placed. I think I need another point, sadly, around here, probably. For now, we don't really care at its placement. The only thing that we care about is the fact that it's aligning properly. This bitch. there. So aligning with the top part, and then I'm sorry for the basic blue thingy overlay. I know it's annoying. This might just need that. And when I'm saying that, I mean another point and then a curve. That's way easier. Right, so then this point here and this point here, we can get rid of them. And we have our pink shape right there. So that's our base. All right. We'll have a pinkish shadow right there, and we'll see what we do with it. So let's get rid of that. Let's add a white background. Let's see if it's a gradient. It is. Let's see if it's a simple linear gradient, top to bottom. Nothing to add to that. And now select everything but the coil, Shift X to reverse the selection, and like from outline to inline. And from here we will just use the I tool or Control C to just take the base color of all of our elements, which basically should be around the same most of the time. This one will be annoying. The left one is a PNG. This is a PNG. As you can see, it's really pixelated. This one is the SVG. I mean, it's the base of the SVG. Doesn't mean it will be. That's interesting. Why? Scott, did you think it was different? I mean, it's a PNG from a 3D software export, so basically it's a bit different. Right now I'm just picking up tones. Tones will just be the easiest thing to do to make sure that we have the effect that we want. It's simple, makes a lot of sense. What I'm saying doesn't make a lot of sense. Seems to be a bit darker. Right, so we have this thing that I didn't create because I don't really know what it is. That's a very simple-ish shape. It's not the corner shape. I think it's the reflection of this piece on the back of the book thingy. But it's weird. That's all I will say. Won't say more than that. It's a bit weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me as a reflection. It doesn't. Like, I think this curve is this curve here, but I don't understand. I don't physically understand how and why it's showcased that way. Oh yeah, no. Too late, I do now. Okay. Well, it's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. So this section here should be brighter, and this one should be lighter, so we can take this and just highlight it a teeny tiny bit. So basically, it's like this would be like so, from what I'm thinking. It's just the way that it's presented is just weird. That will work. That will be good enough. So let's add that 100%. So there is a teeny tiny amount of like shadow right here. Right, this. It's a teeny tiny amount and it needs to have a bit of an angle. So what I just did right now, bringing the two color together to have a sharper line to make sure that my angle is great and good, is a method that I use often to make sure that my placement and specifically the angle of the thing that I am trying to achieve is good. For example, because this page is a bit more elevated, the shadow that it's creating is bigger here than here. So right now what I can say is this element needs to be around here, and we can bring that back. So it just creates a subtle shadow. Welcome back, Nino. I answered that unlock message with a bit of a delay, but that's fine. That's fine. So all of these have almost the same gradient. So this needs to be a linear gradient with the top being almost kind of white and the bottom being very gray. That's what happened. Then we just need to place it properly. I think a radial gradient would be better, but I'm just lazy right there. That's the truth. I'm not shying away of it. It's just the truth. Radial would be way better, but I'm lazy. So no radial. Radial would be better. We might do a radial later on. Might. I said might. Doesn't mean I will. Doesn't mean I will. This one, however, is a very tiny gradient. Just because of the shadow, it does look like but it's not picking up a lot. You can't see, I'm sorry, I didn't zoom in. You can see the change in the place of that tiny dot picker. It's very subtle, but it's a gradient as well. So we kind of need to make sure that it's aligned with our design. And then the opposite is happening on the other side. So for the reverted page, we have, instead of having a top-down gradient, we have a left-right with a bit of an angle to get the curvature of the pages, and it's the same as the thing that I did here. We will need to have a specific angle to them to make sure that they are good enough. And so our ins, shadows, thingy. So that's probably here. So I think it looks like it's bigger at the bottom, right there, which is because of the overlap. So that's a mistake on my side. Is it this? This and this needs to be above this one. Interesting. The placement. That shadow is pissing me off. Shouldn't. Shouldn't highlight the bottom, but that's a thing that I can fix later. So I just disabled the grid snapping because I forgot to disable it. To disable the grid, you just need to do a command shift apostrophe. You enable or disable. So that means that the grid snapping to the pixel, instead of placing your element at a very specific no decimal or 0.5, you can place it in 0.3, for example. It gives you a bit more flexibility in your angle. It's a detail, but it's useful. I still don't like this. I feel like we should have like a first gradient followed by a non-gradient. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but it does to me. It does to me. Yeah, we should have an highlight here, but that's weird. Nino, did you just make food? I think that's the time where you cook food. If yes, what did you do? Not happy with the color here, but I think it's because of this. Oh, you took a bath. That's, well, sometimes that happens. So this is pissing me off as well. Well, if that works for you. So the blur thingy, well, it's just annoying, so I don't really know how I can achieve it without looking dumb, so we'll see. Rodolphe, hi, welcome on in. How are you? How is your day going? Just trying to fix some stuff. Pretam, hi. It's not going to be on the website, no. This is the assignment Tuesday, which is our Tuesday streams where we recreate something from the internet that we find interesting. And so today this is the picture that we found challenging-ish. And so right now I'm recreating it, and then you have 1 week to recreate it and post it in the Discord. That's the goal of this. The main goal is to make you better at what you're doing with specifically...
PR1 Tam is now following.
Specifically Figma, because I'm using Figma, but if you are using another design tool, you can also do that in another design tool. Thanks a lot for following. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Your name, tell me if I'm wrong, but your name sounds Indian, so you might be on that side, which means that it's fucking late for you. So I appreciate you being here, but maybe I'm mistaken. Probably. Probably mistaken, as always. I think gradient will be better in terms of shadowings stuff. I do want to have like very, very light. I said very, very light. Oh yeah, I mean we should achieve 500 today. Or you are not watching my stream. If I don't reach 500 Fox today, it's it's not my stream. Not really a party. We could do something about it, but I don't know. This one will be annoying as well. Damn. How? That's what? That's 2.5, probably. So this one will be very weird in terms of placement and 2.5, not just 0.5, and color. So that's one of the only times that we worked with outlines with different coloring. We did it on the keycap at some point. So, by the way, I was thinking about implementing this on some of the overlays. I don't know. I didn't buy it yet because I don't know if I think it's good enough. I've been on this page for almost a week now. It's on my phone, it's on my computer. I'm just debating if it's a good idea or no. And it seems my internet is just trash again. Is it because it changed to the bad network? Yes, it did. Let's see. Can it please load? Or is Discord down for everyone else? Might be it's Discord. Sometimes we have surprises. It's just my computer. It's not just my computer. Oh yeah, this one was also one that I was looking at heavily for an assignment Tuesday. That one looks very interesting. And it's simple. But it's cute. It's cute. Please, Discord. I want to share something. Discord doesn't want. Well, see? Outage. Damn. No Discord. Well, no showcasing. That might be one of the reasons why we had issues with Figma earlier. Might. So, what will happen is we need the white first. So let's do that. So that's white, and then we do not a linear, sorry, a radial. Radial is our placement, and then we place it around here. We make sure that it's going to the tip here, and then top. That seems accurate. We don't have another highlight, so that's pretty simple. And then from this radial thingy, we just add another one, which is same thing, another radial. And this other radial will be placed at the corner right there. So you can see it's a very small-ish radial, like so. I will change its color later on, but I mean I should change its color now because it's the same. That's the darkest one. That should be the lightest one. It's a bit and so this one needs to be on the other side. I think it goes down. Oh no, it's just the highlight. Okay. So it's just this, basically. Brutal, welcome back. And Nino, sorry, I didn't see your message. Have a good rest of your night. I hope you feel better. If you need to talk, you know, you can always chat outside of stream if that's needed. And yeah, see you soon. One more. Brutal. How was... Is Mel still live? Or did she just end off and so that's why you're here? Season 5. Damn. We need one tiny one that is very, very similar. So let's duplicate this one, move it around here. Maya, have a good walk as always. As always. It's an interesting highlight. It seems to be a tad bit darker on this one, and it's a bit pink for some reason. I mean, for some reason it makes sense, but still weird. And one last could be around here. Let's duplicate the first one. I think it's better in terms of color. This fucking window is just annoying. But of course, I'm never naming layers. You should know that. I can't name layers. It's not in my DNA. Can't do that. Maybe 2.5 is a bit too much, so we might just go back to 2 just in case. And maybe put it inside so that we don't have the weird thing overlapping. I don't know. I do not know. This is a linear going from this color here to somehow this color here, and somehow like this, like kind of straight, which, as we said, weird, kind of straight. Should be yeah, it should be it should be a different thing. Should be a different thing. Let's place it like this, and then we will have a shadow. I think we need a shadow instead of having a gradient there. Where's this one? Oh, this one is the highlight. Yes. I think this one needs to be not a linear, but like a solid white-ish color, almost. But yeah, no, white. Sorry. Right? White. And then because it's transparent, and because it has the magnificent background blur effect, we will have it will create the shadow thingy right there. I forgot how to speak for half a second. Damn. Might even be a tad more blurred than this. Said a tad. So this should be this, probably. And then it should have an inner shadow. That seems to be the best idea. Probably at 0, probably at -1. And let's say this color. Let's see how it looks. It's almost good. -2. that will do the work. It will do the work, it will do the job. Should it be the opposite? It could, it should. Yes, that's true. I should reverse that. So this color here, sorry, should be the shadow color, this. And then the inner shadow should be the highlight, and reversed on top, probably with no, maybe one bit of blur. Yeah, that feels kind of better. And so the salmon thingy, maybe it's not bright enough. I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, Brutal, if you want me to name my layers, you can redeem to name your layers, bitch. Channel points redemption, that makes me name my fucking layers, even though I don't like it, but it's an option. It's an option. That wasn't a good idea. What would be a good idea, however, is something like, yeah, it is indeed a form of punishment, I agree. Link? What do you mean? Do you mean link? The coil? Oh, like. I'm sorry, I am a potato. I should have read that. I am a potato. Yeah. I'd said the coil thingy needs to be a bit brighter, and then this might need a bit more transparency, teeny tiny bit transparency, in order to have the thing work. But some more vibrance in the overall thing, and then the highlight time kind of same, more vibrance. Envish, hi, welcome on in. Welcome on in. That was a potato. I was a potato. Well, also, I don't have the holes. I know that's something that is needed. But the way that they work is just annoying, and I didn't create them. So let's place them. We are kind of making pages, yes. That's the truth. New day, new specs, yes. Yes, kinda. I agree with that statement. It seems like a good-ish amount of placement. Yes. See, I kinda placed it correctly. Kinda placed them correctly. So this should be about this color. Seems to be more pinkish overall. And then we need to have some inner shadow and inner things in order to achieve the same effects. Which is annoying because the thing that I'm seeing, and it's a teeny tiny thing, but you have this highlight rim and then you have this shadow rim at the bottom, and the reasoning behind it is because it's this first layer of this book is a transparent, plasticky, rubbery thing. In the middle, it's highlighted, but at the bottom, when the fibers kinda are cut, it recreate the shadow. So we need a double highlight thingy, which is just annoying to recreate. So the first one on top is just what it is, but the way to do so would be this and then this, basically. And so if we wanted to have the thing that worked like properly, we would need so this should be the color basically, and then on top of that we need to duplicate this drop shadow, make it 1, and just take this color as our base, but that just looks like trash. So I don't know if I want to do that way. We also need an inner shadow, which also has no blur, and like so. And this one is more like a reddish thing. Maybe it's just, I think I'm right to say if they are smaller, that's a bit better.
Aladia Dam is now following.
Ali, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? All the questions. Remember, it's fucking far away. You don't see the details from that far away, anyways. So I think. And Rodolph, we just passed the 500. Didn't even notice. Like just 501. See? That celebration that you talked about earlier? Really? I was about to say, if she's still live after, or when I'm done, we'll probably raid her. So I don't know if she's strong enough today to have a longer stream, but we'll see. You can say that I'm saying thank you for the shout out. Appreciate it. And welcome on in. Oh, mistakes. Interesting mistakes. A raid party, yeah, kinda. So here I just need a radio. Radio needs to go there and there. And then the color of the radio needs to be this tiny thing right there. Interesting. So in here, Ali, we are doing design stuff. So I might be of assistance if you need that kind of things. What the fuck happened? This should be way lighter. Why is it so dark? Why? Oh, because you are 20%, you dumbass. Sorry, that's just me. That's me being a potato. The fuck didn't count. See, it counted. Well, how to make a website looks pretty is a very subjective thing that I would have a hard time answering, I'd say. It really depends on you. So if you think something is looking nice, then it will be looking nice. But if you don't think it will, then it will not look nice. I mean, if it looks nice to you, it looks nice to you. And no one else needs to say anything to contradict you, so... that's what I would say. Brutal, do you know you can... I don't have a sellout how can I say that? I don't have a sellout effect on all of that shit. I could be like here and receiving my eggplants. So do you know you can go with templates and things, as in you can go onto Webflow or Wix or anything and just find a template that you like and just start with that, and so you have your website, and then further down the line, when you find something that you think is more interesting, you would have... Yeah, I don't like WordPress, but yeah. Never, Anvish, never. There will be no discussion of soccer or football in here. Unless it's for shitting on the sports, then yes, I'm good for it. But otherwise, never. Will never happen. Yeah. Shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist. But a lot of people are thinking differently, so... Which I get. I get it. Maybe. I mean, I have the other one, which is more subjective than the one that are falling down. Just this one is just so weird. Just very interesting the way that it's so jiggly for an eggplant. Even like it's pretty good because it's exactly in the frame. But right now I'm not moving, and if I'm moving just my nose, that's just my nose, and then I can just sorry. Forget about it. I think this is one of my favorite favorite weird effects. So I took a lot of time on this first thingy. Yeah. I don't have a lot of weird physics. I think the fork is also a bit weird in the physics. But yeah, the carrots, the fan are also interesting in the physics, but that's not as intensive as the other one. That's a fork. It is a fork. Right? Sneaky carrots. No. Anvesh, no. There is an app called Snapcam, which I should have a comment for it, but I didn't. But yeah, it's a Snapchat camera right on your computer, so you can use all the things that they have created, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think. Brutal, you are UK based, right? I think. My memory is just failing me for a second. I have a feeling that you are UK based. Which I think is true, but yeah. Yeah. You don't need to download Lens Studio, but if you want to create your own, Anvesh, if you are good enough with 3D softwares, you can easily use Lens Studio to create your own lenses for yourself, and that's pretty good. But you don't need it if you don't want to use anything else than the provided lens that are pretty interesting. Like, you have a lot of shit that basically work, and if your computer is powerful enough, yeah, just snap camera. Like, you can have this one, which is a weird one, but it works. It's just weird with the neck. If you want to. This one is creepy. Every time I smile, I change character. Yeah. So you have a ton of different things that are available and interesting, and yeah, it's just it's pretty useful if you are like someone who use makeup and doesn't want to do your makeup on one day. You can easily use one of the filters that are basically great. I'm not someone who does that, but like I know it's an option. Like makeup, no makeup, makeup, no makeup. It's just touching up a lot of shit. I think this one is pretty interesting. A lot of whitening. There is this very beardy, very much hairs. So yeah, you could easily apply with this type of stuff. Damn. I mean, it could be. It could be. But and I would have less reflection. But yeah. Yeah, the dark one is pretty good. I think it's a bit too dark around the eyes for this specific one. I have another one that we make fun of. Oh no, I don't need the glasses. I'm sorry about that for anyone who use the glasses and need glasses. I am a fraud on this specific front. I don't need glasses. They are just blue light glasses. So I use them for screens. That's the reality of things. To avoid having headaches. At the end of the day, I still have headaches because I'm a dumbass, but that's another issue. That's on me. That's not. But yeah, my entire collection of glasses are just blue light glasses, so they don't have a real impact on my vision, but they might create an issue for me later on with with needing glasses, because now my eyes are always behind the filter, even though it's transparent. Any lens has a teeny tiny bit of distortion, and so I know that my vision is less good than before. So yeah, I might have made a mistake with the glasses thingy at some point. So right now I'm trying to create this highlighted shadow thingy right here, which is from the other, I don't even know how to say that, from the other side. But yeah, brutal. I am 100% in agreement with you. I am a fraud in terms of glasses, because I don't need them. I probably won't need them for a long time. Do that? Is that a good idea? It's not a good idea. It's not. That's a bit too much. That's better than nothing. You know what? In the beginning, so that's a bit of a story time at the same time, but in the beginning, when I bought my first blue light glasses thingy, I I thought it would work. I thought it would do something. But when I used blue light glasses for the first time, it psychologically helped, but in reality didn't. Or not fully. And so, because I didn't know that it didn't really do something, and it was just like placebo effects, I ended up buying a ton of glasses to just add to my collection because it was not that expensive. And now I have too many glasses. And yeah, that's not good. I shouldn't use that. I should use this one. Yeah, no, okay, it works. That's better. I think I need gradients. That's what's needed. Like the shadow and everything around it, which is like grayish pink shadow thingy, which I don't really know if I want to do it with. No, let's rephrase that. I know I do want to do it with a very basic thing, which is this. Just having a shape. Yeah, the shadow thingy. Right? That makes sense. Shadow thingy. So this is a shape which should have like a linear gradient with pink on this side and kind of black on the other side with probably 100%. And then it should be center-ish for here and for here. And then this section there, we can just make it 10% probably. Finch, welcome in here. How are you since 2 hours ago? That gives us inside. This needs to be a bit darker, and the layer blur can go further out. The entire thing like so. 5K, that's fucking expensive. That's, no, that's expensive. I wouldn't. I think we're pretty good right there. Might need a bit more like reddish tint around here to add more vibrance. But other than that, Pretty good. You think it's not expensive? I think it's expensive. I mean, I think it's expensive because I wouldn't use a .fun. That wouldn't be my go-to URL. That's just how it is. Can this be an option? Yeah, A.live would probably be better. I know that .live, AOA.live could, and I should potentially register it and then just use it as, how much do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like around here, but it should be slinted, so it's not really happening. Annoying. It's like this, basically. One of my other streamers that I'm following for the longest time, she have her name .live that is just pointing back to her Twitch channel, and so it's like her entire channel is embedded on this website, as well as like it's an auto redirection, which is pretty good, I think, in terms of management and things. It's the right way to do it. Yeah. I'm sad about it. I splurged on this. And this one. And basically I just took them because I like the box, but it's annoying for me that they don't work. Not in a sense of they don't work. I mean, they are not the greatest for me, for my filth. It's making me sweat a lot, instead of like, I don't know. It's just weird. But it's pretty good. I like the flavors, and it annoys me because it makes me not able to sleep properly. So, but that's a personal thing. I mean, when I used to be, and here's a link. Yeah, that's when I was heavily using them, which I wasn't. I mean, I was, but like now I'm using them less than before. It didn't bother me as much, but now that I've been without them for the longest time because they were not shipping to the EU. Well, what do you mean you said homework? Brutal. Yeah. I mean, I don't drink coffee either, so that's fine for me. There is a salmon thing that I don't think I matched. This kind of need to have like I think a linear gradient or something. Like it seems like it has like a bit of a change in terms of color. I don't know. Oh yeah. I mean, the assignment Tuesday is this, basically. I do like some Monster. I mean, I used to. I haven't drunk a Monster in years. But when I used to, yeah, Monster was pretty good, ish. And yeah, about the same time, yes. And then I tried Red Bull and didn't really like them. It was okay, but it wasn't like great. And please work. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really drink energy drink anymore anyways. Just Sneak used to be the thing. But yeah. That's true. That's a statement I can go with. I agree. Jägerbomb, it's an okay way of drinking Red Bull, but sadly Jägerbomb were just making me sleepy as fuck. That's what happened most of the time. And the Jägerbomb that we used to have in the bar that I used to go to was like a shop of about a liter, which, well, that was a heavy one. Yeah, it was a heavy one. So it was a thing. It worked for a time. But yeah, now I'm not doing that anymore. I'm too old. I am too old. Way too old. Ah, yeah. Entirely. I agree. Can I do that? Can I do a sharp-ish thing right there? Is that an option? Yeah, it kind of works. I kind of need to do the same thing here. Well, not here. Exactly. Oh, even wine. To be frank, I don't drink, as a French person, I don't drink wine, which is weird for a lot of people, but never. Only like white wine from time to time. My girlfriend just loves wine, so of course I need to drink wine from time to time, but it's not good enough. Should it be sharper? Could be sharper. It's just creating issues. It should be more diffused than that. Damn. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Sneak is better for you, and it's better than G Fuel if you are a G Fuel person. My reasoning behind better than G Fuel, even though G Fuel is pretty good in terms of taste and the amount of flavors that they have available, and the fact that they ship whenever. My thing is, because Sneak is made in the UK, or was made in the UK while still being part of the EU, there were a lot of regulation in terms of the thing that they could put inside of it that make it kind of better for you compared to G Fuel, which is made in the US for the US people, and we know how that goes most of the time. So, yeah. Yep. That I can't confirm that, but if you say so, I could trust you. So this needs to be taking this color right there. Just highlighting the center. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's an idea. It kind of works. Just put it down maybe here. That's not good. Brutal. Have a good night then, and yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good sleep. We'll see you soon. We will see you soon. That's what I messed up. There's this line that should be highlighting everything, and then the bottom needs to, of course, have another thing on top of it. You expect food peaks? Well, I'll do my best. I will do my best. Aiden, you don't need anything. That's the truth. You don't need anything. Why the fuck? Oh, again, I'm done. That's usual now. Yeah, Finch, yeah. Of course. I mean, a lot of people are doing this as their intro, talking about coffee and the thing that they are doing. So yeah, of course. Of course. By the way, earlier today I was looking at Twitch Tracker. I don't know if you take a look at it from time to time, but it's interesting. Your numbers are high up, even though you are not using a lot of things. I mean, it's, what can I say? I always feel like I'm making a mistake when I'm typing your name. I don't know why. But you have, in terms of your all-time things, when I compare it with, yeah, maybe that's why. When I compare, even though it's like way different, but you are, in terms of views and things, you have somewhere around, I mean, that's what Twitch Tracker is telling me. You have something like 23,000 views, which kind of makes sense, but it's like interesting. I don't know. You used to have an average view of 60. That's neat. I wish I could. I wish I could. I like that my curve is not a curve. It's just constant. But yeah, I don't know how I ended up on the analytics earlier today. I was like, you know what? Oh, yeah, but you've been streaming for the longest time. Like 2017, I think that's the date I just saw. So it's longer than me. Longer than me. What are we thinking right now? Are we thinking it's good enough? I have an issue with this part right there. It doesn't seem as saturated, so we might need to bump that out a tiny bit, making sure that it's going further. Seems better. I'm looking on the other screen because damn. Aiden, some crypto are doing the same. It's still not looking as saturated for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. But that's pretty good. Overall, pretty good. It might need... That's true. That's because of this one, which is true. No, what you need to do is wait. That's what you need to do. You need to do what I didn't do in the beginning. And if you can, just do the thing. Like, just wait and be patient. And don't care about your portfolio being down. Just wait. And you will be good. But yeah, like with the crash that happened not so long ago, I went back up to even. So before, I don't think it's really anything. Like you can wait. If you can wait, you will be good. If you can't wait, then don't invest more. That would be my recommendation. I just use CoinMarketCap because it has everything you need. And you don't need to, like, you don't need to do anything other than register. Exactly, Finch. That's true. I can't deny that. I can't deny that. I'm a bit down today. Interesting. But yeah, it's just the only thing that you need to do is register when you buy something, and then that's all. So, for example, I bought ETH about I think it was 0.1 for almost this, yes. So I just add the transaction, and that's all. It's, I don't know, it's just simple. And then if the transaction you need to not have it, you just remove it and recalculate everything. On the other portfolio that I haven't touched in a long time, which is my crying portfolio, this is the amount that I should have if I didn't sell or moved any of my Coinbase accounts since a long time ago. And it's currently telling me that I should be at 21,000, and currently I'm at 13,000. So there is like 7K somewhere waiting for me to come back. I don't know. Yeah, CoinMarketCap is automatic, and then you have one thing that I shared in the crypto space a long time ago. A long time ago. Where is it? There is a website that gives you your taxes. Might be way before that. I think I shared it somewhere. But of course, when I'm looking for stuff, I can't find the thing that I'm looking for. Yeah. If I find it again, there is an app, a website where you plug all of your wallets, and then it returns you your taxes, like the way that you need to file your taxes for, depending on the country that you're in, and like the transaction that you made, all of that automatically, which is pretty good. So I'd say if I find it again, I send it to you. But right now, I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm tempted to do something weird. Tempted to do something very weird. Annoying, but I wish I could split everything. Yeah, I mean, pay your taxes. Don't think you can go without it. Just pay your taxes. You'll be good. It will be fine. That's a bit of a highlight that I don't like. So, the thing that I wanted to do was adding one of these to the party. Oh, damn. I do that clearly. Because it looks like that. Looks like this, basically. Yeah, you need to not flee the country, though. That's the deal. Need to stay in the country in order to be relevant-ish. Ah, that's annoying already. Damn. Why did I decide to do that? It's just bleeding on the other side. It's just annoying. I mean, you could, but that's kind of dumb. At your level, you can always try to avoid taxes. That's a lot of people are trying and achieving it, to be honest. Is that a good idea? Is that how it looks? It is how it looks. Okay, so that's kind of a good idea. But at your level, at the amount of taxes that you need to pay, you are better off paying your taxes and like not trying to save $20 here and there. You pay the fucking taxes and then you're good. And you don't need to think about it anymore. So yeah, but you are not like, how can I say that? You are not saving enough to be relevant. Like it's not a meaningful change in your accounts. Like that, yes. And arresting might not be what they do. They might just make you pay your taxes plus interest, meaning that you will end up paying way more than what you should have paid. And if you decided to listen to me and pay your fucking taxes, I wouldn't have to do that. So pay your taxes. It's helpful. And when you earn stuff like, I don't know, if your business is good enough and you earn like $1 million a year, then yeah, of course, try to minimize the amount of taxes that you need to pay to the government. But at that level, yes, that makes sense. It's like, yeah, pay your taxes, but just like you can minimize the amount of taxes that you pay. But pay them, yes. I agree. I agree. Ah, almost done. Almost fucking done. This is annoyingly. Kane, if you are still here, you might be right. We might need an annoying counter as well. Might. That is or was such a teeny tiny detail for nothing, but yeah, it kind of helps in the details. One thing that I'm thinking about right this second is this could have another inner, which is grey. Just this one being like grayish, and then probably under, and that would be like 1 and -1 probably. Right? Yeah, it's weird, but it works. Yeah, avoidance, not evasion. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, what's... okay, well, have a good rest of your evening. Have a good unplug session. And it depends. If you file it properly, you're good. They are not seeing it as evasion, but yeah. Aiden, your income right now, if you are saying that you, instead of reporting, I don't know, I mean, there are laws, like for example, for French people, I know that the law is like, if you earn less than 12k on a year, you don't need to file for taxes. If you earn more than 12k, then you need to file for taxes, and most of the time if you earn like 14k, they give you money because you don't earn enough to sustain yourself. So file your fucking taxes. Best case scenario, they give you money for free. Worst case scenario, they don't. So yeah, I mean, it's... I think you shouldn't try to not pay taxes. So if it's, did you earn $12,000 this year? Like, did you make enough? And I'm meaning making enough, not unrealized gain, because your unrealized gains in crypto are not taxable yet. It's not something that exists in the UK for now, so you don't need to think about it. That's pretty good. I think I have too much of a blur on this one. Weirdly enough, I said we should have more blur earlier, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I lied. Maybe I lied a little. Seems okay-ish. And now what I want to do is this. Yeah, but like, how much are you making? You don't need to think about taxes before you know that you will make close or identical to the amount that you would need in order to pay your taxes. Like, it's not worth the waste of time that you will have to decide if you need to pay your taxes now or now. It's just, then yeah, and freelancing as well, you are paying way more taxes than if you were in a day job, which, am I making a mistake? Should it be 3 instead of, should it be 4 instead of 3? It feels better. That feels big, so it might be like a, it might be a 3.5, which is annoying, but it works. Yeah. France is good for that. That's my truth. It's not good enough. I don't like the results. It's close, but it's not good enough. I have an issue with the centerpiece, which doesn't have the feeling of roundness. It's not well enough, and this one is not rounded enough either. But yeah, that's kind of true as well. I mean, it depends on your abilities. You are talking a lot about tech and things that you may be competent in now, but in the eyes of a company, they wouldn't. I mean, they would probably say something along the line of, you are still too young to be competent enough, and so they would like to see some creds. And in order to get some creds, you need to start working in companies or have side projects that you worked on. This bit right here is a bit larger. A bit larger, so I will see if I could do that. A tad bit larger. I mean, it really depends on your abilities. I'd say if you start and you are good enough, companies can take you for sure. Like, they don't need your age to be a specific, like, as long as it's legal in the country that you are residing in to work at that age in the specific industry that you want to work in, you should be good. But realistically, that's not good. That's not good. That should be That's better. It's better. It's not the right amount of roll up, but at least I have like a feeling of roll up. Sorry. Which I will just add. Yeah. So why are you thinking about taxes and tax evasion already? You don't need it. Don't need to think about that. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your time. I mean, it's a good thing that you already think about it in a way, but it's still a waste of time. If it doesn't apply to you, you don't need to think about it. Unless you believe that it, by the fact that you are thinking about it, it will make an impact in the rest of your ability to do things, then yeah, maybe, but so yes, Khalil, if you're still here, because it seems like it, yes, you. It really depends on yourself. Let me be clear on that. It really depends on yourself and your ability to sustain your lifestyle without having an income. But in Belgium, I don't know how the rules are, but I think you have a minimum to be paid for internships. But the thing is, you are not necessarily fixed to a place, but you will kind of need to be in the specific place in order to, in the beginning at least. So what I would say is, yeah, if you think that, So interning, let me structure my thought right here. Interning is great, and it's what we are calling it free work, because you are not paid enough, but I would say go for internships if you need money, instead of waiting for a better job opportunity that pays more. An internship can be broken easily compared to a job. So you get an internship, you get cash for the first month, the second month, maybe it's a 6 months internship, and then you, in the same time, you are applying for more companies, but you are still working and getting a bit of income. And then after that, you have the ability to just like apply for, maybe someone will give you a job, and then you go to that company, and then you do something that is called job hopping, which is you go from one job to another, to another, to another. And so it's the greatest way to increase your income extremely quickly. So, yeah. Yeah, internship in France are like 560 per month. So it's like 1,000 less, almost. So it's a very different stage. But yeah, as always, like if you need cash, go for a job that doesn't include things. I don't really know how to explain it, but like being a barista or bartender for 6 months in order to build a bit of cash is a good thing. So yeah. Yeah, that's also a thing, Finch. That can happen if you have connection and relationships, and someone in your circle is looking for a new intern. Maybe you can do that. I'm just noticing something that I forgot to do, as always. I wouldn't say that, but yes, it could be a thing. That could help. So I will say something that might sound weird, but try Fiverr. Fiverr is a great place to get income in smaller amounts, but still in amounts that are like good enough. So yeah, Fiverr is great if you don't want to. I mean, if you can go past the fact that it's Fiverr. Fiverr is great, kinda. That's what I forgot to change. Now we have almost on-brand color thing. Why though? I mean, why would it like hurt your experience? You're getting client experience, you're getting communication experience, you're getting asked to do things that you wouldn't necessarily be doing, for example. Let's say you are looking for a UX designer. That's what you're looking for. Sorry for the yellow screen again. So you're looking for a UX designer. You have some people that are starting at $13 per project. You have some people that are starting at $185. So you could, after the bootcamp, for example, just I don't know. You could have. Let me think. I'm looking at everything and I'm seeing a lot of people that are doing just website design, like just design. Mostly bad experience, but that's what forges you, Hugo. I agree with that. So let's say this person, I don't know who they are, I don't know what they do, but they have a one-page web template for 32 euros, right? They say it's made in 2 days delivery. what does that mean in terms of their workflow on their side? They have templates of things that are pre-made, and they just need to go and change the content, and then they send you one page with a screen, and they will be paid $32, and that's all. And then you can ask for more, 4 pages, or premium, 6 pages. And so even though you don't have the experience, you can start the thing very easily and just say, I don't know, this is, like you can see, this is the templates. If you don't know how to do websites in the beginning, the client that you will have for 3246, which is the beginning for this one, for example, the only thing that you need to do, even though it feels weird in the beginning, the only thing that you need to do is go here, go to the community, and look for a landing page. Press enter. And here you have plenty of pre-made things that are available for free that you can use, and you can say, alright, this one looks pretty interesting. It's the most downloaded one. It's free. I'm just going to check this out and look at all the things that they have. And you can easily, like really, really easily, take one of these things, change the content, send them to the client, and that's all. I see. Hi, welcome on in. I'm pretty good. You would feel like a crook in the beginning, but what would that give you? That's the question that you need to ask you, instead of saying that's not ethical, that's not whatever. What you would gain is you would do the same thing as me, for example. This is Figma community, so it's available. What I'm using most of the time, it's UI8, which is a repository of things that you can buy to go faster in the way that you design your project. So I see. Feel free to share, of course, as always. So if I have a thing like, I'm looking at stuff. Workster is a UI kit for job boards, right? I have a client that is asking for a job board thing. I buy this for $37. I change the color, I change the copy, I invoice the client 3 times the price, because that's how you need to take into consideration the business expenses of the $37, and then the taxes that you need to pay, and then the income and all the things. So you do a 3x or a 5x on your investment, and then you just send them this with the right content inside of it. And that's exactly what I did for the longest time, because that's what they need, basically. So yeah, everything is a remix, yes. Is a great resource. I see, that's good. Is that for a mouse pad? That's pretty good. I like it. I wouldn't... I don't know if I would keep the gray area all around. But Shannon, that's also true. Yes. Also high again. So yeah, I see. I don't know if I would keep the gray side. In my mind, I would do everything with the same color as the background. So just to have like an unity that could be interesting. But I like the design of it. It's simple, but it works. I like it. So the grays is a screenshot. Yeah. So if it's pinkish, tan, yeah, then that's good. I like it. Shannon, yes, it sounds boring, but if you are starting and you need like you need cash or you need experience in the beginning, then yeah, I would. It's boring, it's annoying, it doesn't feel like the right thing to do, but it still works and it still helps. Yeah, it's repetitive work, but in the beginning you need to do repetitive work in order to understand the thing that you are trying to do. So Khalil, before you went away, just learning from this, you will have a lot of new skills that you will learn at the time. So yeah, go for it. Go for it. But take your own plugging session. Nonetheless, you need to unplug. And yeah, I kind of need to unplug as well. So we, unless I'm looking at things, KSIM is live. I think if I just click on KSIM just to see if he stays. Damn, that's the annoying thing about Twitch. I clicked on his face and he was not live anymore. Ah, damn. I don't know, Hugo, do you have questions?
We just have to wait for obviously.
If you have questions, yeah. I'm your first stream on the new MacBook Pro. What do you mean? Who's gonna speak on the background? Oh, you mean me speaking in the background? Yes, sorry. Damn, I'm tired. You see? See? That's not good. Not good. Yeah. And yeah, Khalil, since you are still here, you could, the same thing, you could go for, like this one was a template that was for a specific job board things, but there are a lot of other UI kits that give you more versatile things, and just they are just like UI kits instead of specific UI kits. And so you could start with that and then just create things, which is basically what I did. What I created when I did the community style guide. It is like, it's simple. I don't know. It's simple. It has everything that you need to do in order to create other layouts next. So yeah. I mean, you need to, as Finch shared earlier, everything is a remix. Is a great thing that you need to remember and understand that your phone is a remix of the previous one. Your website is a remix of the previous one. Everything that you have in front of you, nothing is original and everything is inspired or a copy of, made better or worse depending on the company that is doing it. And yeah, it's like, it's fucking easy. And yeah, I wouldn't, I don't know how to say it, but it's just makes sense. I don't know. If you, Hugo, if you can create overlay at the same time, yeah. Damn, I'm tired. I'm just dying over here. So the queen is live, the other queen is live, the other queen is live. I think it's the end. I think it's the end of Botbot, but if I raid her now, that's fun. So yeah, I need rest. I need rest. Let's do that. Too late. Too late. We're raiding Botbot. That's the thing. I want to add something in the ending scene stream stuff, kind of scene thingy here. So we'll see if I do that at some point. It will happen. But nonetheless, this is the end of the stream. If you are here and you enjoy the stream, feel free to click the follow button or join the Discord or do both. For the raid, if you are a subscriber, please copy this raid message. If you are not a subscriber, you can copy this raid message, which is simple. And yeah, no stream tomorrow because it's Wednesday. Next stream will be on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. UTC. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, afternoon, everything. Take care of yourself, unplug yourself from the internet, and yeah, Shannon, you see, we're raiding Pot now. Damn. Well, running out of time. Bye.